Hey guys, welcome back to Techman. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create a quizapp from scratch. So let's start. Open your VS Code, and then if you are on VS Code, press Shift and then 1, press Tab to have the basic HTML structure. So I will start typing, and then please follow along with me, and then type whatever I type in the screen, whatever you see, and then at the end you will be able to create a quizapp. So let's start with the HTML first. I will name this as quiz app, and then I will go to body. Inside the body, I will create a div with the class name of quiz container. Inside the quiz container, first I will have h2 with an ID of question. Okay, this will be inside here with an ID of question. After that, let's create another div with an ID for options. After this, let's create a button with a class name btn button, and this will be a next button. After that, let's create another div with a class name of result. Inside this div, we will show our result. Let's give this an ID of result as well. After this, let us complete the styling of our HTML first. So we will go to the head section here, and then we create a style tag. Inside this, we will start with the body. Inside inside the curly braces, let's select the font family. I will use monospace. After that, I will give a background color. I will just keep it somewhat closer to black. It should be dark background, and then I will give a display flex. After that, justify, center, align, item center. I'll give a height of 100 view height, 100 VH, which is for the full screen height, and then I'll give a margin. I'll set the margin to 0. After this, let's go style our quiz container. We will call the quiz container. Inside the curly braces, first we will set a background color. Background will be, let's set it to white. After that, let's give us some padding. Padding will be 30 px. After that, border radius will be 12 px. Then let's set a width of 400 px. Let's add some box shadow. It's 20 px. RGBA stands for red, green, blue, and A is for opacity. A would be 0.3. Let's style our H2. Inside the curly braces, we will give a margin bottom of 20 px, and then the color would be grayish, somewhat grayish, I don't know, something like this. Let's go down, and then let's style our option. Inside the curly braces, we will set the display to block, and then margin will be 8 px and 0. After that, let's set as padding 10 px. Border will be 1 px. Solid light gray. Border radius would be 6 px. After that, cursor pointer, transition 0.3s, and then let's add hover for the options. When hover, we'll change the background color. The background will be then let's style our btn button. Give a margin to 15 px, and then padding 10 px, 20 px, and then set the border to none. Dot radius should be 6px. Let's use the background light green, and then let's use the color white. After that, set the font weight to bold, cursor to pointer, transition 0.3 as set a opacity of 0.8. Alright, let's style this button hover. The button hover will set the opacity to 1. Right after this, let's style our result container. Result, we will set a font size of 1.2 rem, and then font weight will be bold. Let's set a margin top of 15 pixels. So that's all. Let's check. Let us check how is this working. So we'll go to source. We'll save this file as index.html, and then for now this is how it looks. Okay, let's go back and let's add our JavaScript here. We will go after this div. I will add a script tag. Inside this script tag, I will start typing or writing our JavaScript code here. So let's start with the const, which will hold the quiz data. I will name it as quiz data. Inside the quiz data, we will have the square bracket. Inside square bracket, let's take curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we will have for quiz, we will have how many things? We'll have question, options, and then answer. So let us first set the question. Question will be languages used for styling web pages. Okay. Now let us set the options. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python. Alright, and then the answer. The answer would be CSS. Okay, we'll copy this one. So for now, I will only use 3 questions. You can have as many questions as you want. I will just use 3 questions. So I have copied this one, and then let me change this question to which HTML tag is used to link JavaScript. So this will be, let's give us some options. This will be, okay, script, and then let us add 2 more options, JS, and then another is code. So the answer will be script here. Let us change this question as well. And then this question would be, which CSS property changes text color? CSS property changes text color. So I think we know this. So let's skip some options. It will be color, then background, font color, text style. So this will be color. Let's save this. After saving this, let's go down here. When we go here, let us declare 2 variables. One for the current question variable. I will name it current question so that we have a track of the current question, and then another variable for score. Initially, we will assign the value to 0. Then let us create a question for loading questions. So the function, I will create a function with function, name it load question, parentheses, then curly braces. Then I will add document.getElement by ID. I will get the result, and I will set the text content to empty string. I will access this one by getElement by ID using getElement by ID. Then I will set it to empty string, After that, let us create constant question data. We will assign this to quiz data. Inside quiz data, we will use current question. Alright, then again, document.get element by ID. Inside this, I will access the question element, and then I will change the text content to question data dot question. We can access the question by using dot question, since we have question in quiz data, and then we are extracting the question data from quiz data here. Alright, let's go create another const options container. Let us access document.getElement by ID. So the option container is options. Okay, now set it to empty string. Options container inner HTML is equal to empty string. Alright. So here what we do is we'll create a loop. So let's see how we create it. We'll create a for each loop. Question data dot options. We'll extract the options from question data, and then each. This will be for each option. Curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we will create another constant for BTM where we will access document. Will use document.createElement. What will we create? We will create a div. After this, after creating this div, btn dot text content. So this will create a div. Inside the div, there will be the value. So this will create div for all the options available here. Like there are 4, so 4 divs. So that's how it will work. Let's see if it works fine or not. We will set it to options. Text content is equal to option. Let us add a class name is equal to inside the string. Here option double on click. Okay, on click is equal to, let us create an arrow function like this. Select answer. This will be a function created down below. Alright, options container child btn, and let us close with a semicolon. Let us create the function select answer. So down here we'll create one function. We'll name it select, same as this one, same here because we called this function already. Then we will have this parameter. Inside this, we'll create a constant that will be correct quiz data current question dot answer. We'll access the answer from here. Let us create logic to check if the question is correct or not. So if the answer option is equal to triple equal correct, then inside the curly braces we will pass the score, and then we will replace the value with the score. We'll replace the content. Okay, let's go here, get element by ID. We'll access the result, and then we will change the text content to. Alright, what do I do? Let me find tick. Okay, here. Okay, not this. Inside the double quote, correct. So this is done. If the option is not is equal to correct, there will be an else statement which will be document get element by ID. We'll access the result div here, and then change the text content to wrong. The correct answer, we'll put it here. We'll call the correct variable. Alright, and then let us create our final function, which is for accessing next question. How do we do that? Let us create a function by typing function. We'll name the next question function as next question, like this, and then inside the curly braces we will increment the current question value, and then if we will add a logic, we'll check if current question is less than quiz data dot length. Inside the curly braces we'll call the function load question. To this we'll add another logic for else statement. If current question is not less than quiz data dot length, then what do? Document dot, we use query selector, then we access dot quiz container inner HTML. We add this code to inner HTML. We add h2 element. The h2 element. Let's add some. Okay, some of this. We'll add a text quiz completed. Then we will close this h2. We'll add another p tag paragraph. Your score. We'll add the score here. Then we will add quiz data dot length. We'll check the length. Here, let's close the p tag. After this, okay, control save. Then outside of this function, we will call load question function. Let us save and let us check. Go to the browser, refresh. Alright. So this is how it looks. Which language is used for styling web pages? So we will select. Let us select this. Okay, let us inspect here. What is not working? Select answer is not defined. Select answer is not defined. Okay, this is because there's one thing we did not do is, first, there's a mistake here. You see, we got the mistake, and then we have to go there and call the function with JavaScript event listener on click. We'll call next question function that we created. Now we go to our, now refresh. Let's refresh. Let's try. Okay, correct. Let us refresh again. Try a wrong answer. Okay, during the wrong answer there's something. Let us check. Okay, type error. Okay, get element. There is a type error. You see the mistake in. So let us correct this. Get element here. Okay. So now refresh again. So how do I inspect this page? We can just use keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+I to inspect like this. So let us refresh this and then check with the wrong answer. Okay, now it's working fine. Wrong. The correct answer is CSS. So let's go CSS and then let's go to next. Try a wrong answer. It's giving wrong. And then let's select script. Okay. Now with CSS property changes color. We know this one. Next. Alright. So this is your final score. We need to check why this is undefined. Okay. Let us check. Ctrl+Shift+I. Alright. Let us check in our code. Okay, there is a mistake. Spelling mistake. If we see, let us refresh again. Okay, submit this one, next, and then script, next, then color, next. Now we can see the score is 3 out of 3, 3 correct out of 3. So refresh, let us submit a wrong answer. So next, script, next, let us submit 2 wrong answers. The score is 1 of this. So this is how you create a simple quiz app from end using JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Alright, see you in the next tutorial.